Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalaki. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Yahweh Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Many blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect house of David to buy after would die, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. Shalaki for that, for the introduction. It's like you changing of the season. You know how this goes. So let's get into it. Let's get in. This not gonna be a real long lesson, but I came across this and I wanted to bring this out to the body, and I pray that this is edifying for those of you of the hopeful elect, those of you men, women, and children who come up under the umbrella of the protection of Yahweh Shemel Shai in these last days. This is Jeremiah 49:12. It says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken." That's right. So you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners, right? I gotta start re-emphasizing that, because there's a lot of Israelites that are walking around that wouldn't necessarily identify as so-called black, Latino, or Native American, as currently constructed in this social construct, in this society. But they identify with the message. They identify with the speaking and the teachings of Yahweh Shemal Shai. So their spirit very well may go back to an Israelite, right? More than likely, in some cases. Anyway, it says Jeremiah 49:12. It says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh." It says, "Behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?" That's right. So listen, the Edomites are not going to go unpunished. They're going to get what's coming to them, right? We have many scriptures to back this up. Okay, Isaiah 47 is one of them. Revelation 18. You know, it's just a reminder of those who are on this earth that were sent back to preach this message in the face of, massive restrictions and opposition, coming from all sides. We just try to focus on keeping this thing on the rails, man, and keeping it going forward. The Heavenly Father has a goal in mind, and He's going to accomplish that goal. We're just hoping that we're a part of that goal in the positive manner, right? So Esau is going to be punished. "Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it," right? "For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all cities and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes." That waste, it's like I said that wrong, but yeah, shall become perpetual waste. So the Lord is saying that He's getting ready to lay down Basra, which is the head capital of Edom. And we know that according to prophecy, Esau would be the ruler at the end of the world. Right? Esau would be the ruler at the end of the world. This is a prophecy this is going back to Genesis, right? Going back to Genesis, that Esau would rule at the end of the world. And how would he be ruling? He'd be ruling through the fourth kingdom in Daniel, right? Daniel talks about the fourth kingdom being the rulership at the end of the world, right before Yahushua comes back. Well, the fourth kingdom belongs to the Roman Empire, right? Now people are going to say, well, the Roman Empire fell in blah 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 time, which we have the periods, we understand, and the Eastern Roman Empire sprung up from that was Jake ruling. Okay? But according to prophecy, Esau will be ruling through the fourth kingdom at the end of the world before Yahushua comes back. Well, there's a second leg that rolls up, and this is the second leg, the American experience. The American Empire is the second leg of the Roman Empire that rolls up. Okay? And the Lord is in position to bring this whore to the ground. And that's why we're bringing out articles like this. Right? Because now everybody's getting in position, right? Everybody's getting in position and they know what's about to happen, right? So now all of the other militaries in the world, they're getting themselves together because they understand there's a battle getting ready to be waged, okay? And the Lord demands everyone get on that battlefield. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. That's right. So the Lord says, let them prepare themselves, get themselves in order. And this is what they're doing. They're getting themselves in order. And they're also preparing any loopholes to be cut. All loopholes are being cut right now. Okay, all military age fighting men, all right, will be forced to the battlefield. And that's for every major military power in the earth. Okay, this is not just going to be in Europe. This is going to be all over the place. You already know we've been doing articles on the fact that America has been having a problem with recruitment in the last few years. This plays into that notion, okay? There's going to be a military conscription. And listen, ladies, listen up. Ladies, listen up. Ladies, listen up. You're going to be a part of it as well, okay? There ain't going to be no special out for no ladies. All military age fighting women will be joining the men on the battlefield. This is all according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. This is in the RT News. It says, European country moves to bring back conscription. Serbia abolished compulsory military service in 2010. It says the government of Serbia has agreed to reintroduce conscription, which was abolished 14 years ago. This should let you know. See, this is where we're telling you. Let's get a scripture real quick. This is what we're telling you. When we tell you, you have to be paying attention. Like, things are gonna happen, and it may seem random, but it's not really random. It's right on time. It's right what you need to see. It was right there in your face the whole time. And the Lord just needed you to see it a little bit more clearly. So he turned up your picture, right? So that you can focus on what he was trying to get you to see the whole time. 2 Esdras 9:1, it says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So these signs are starting to take place and coming to pass, and people are starting to freak out. Those who are not understanding the spirit, they're not understanding the truth. What are they doing? They're freaking out. They're not looking. They're not seeing the answers, right? They're misinterpreting the answers, right? They're taking them for something else than what they are. The Lord has, the beautiful thing about the Lord is he's merciful and he's fair, right? He gave the Israelites a guide, right? 2/3 will not follow that guide. They will not follow that guide. They will forsake that guide. But the Lord is going to, he's going to look out for those of his, he's looking out for his own, right? The Lord is very fair. He said in Isaiah 65 and many other different scriptures that he would take care of his elect, right? He would take care of his elect. And we don't know how. We just patiently wait as the Lord does this. Now, what are we saying here? Military conscription means that all military age fighting women and men will be placed, and in some cases children, will be placed on the battlefield to defend their collective countries, right? This is a part of the signs and the signs of the times in the past that the Lord said would be coming, and there will be uproars of the people, and there will be uproars behind this, because women will raise their voice behind this. You bet your ass they will. Okay, the A to the B to the O to the R to the T to the I to the O to the N to the S is a big issue, but guess what? It's going to be a bigger issue than that. Having to carry a M16 rifle out there and having to fight your enemies against your will. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 9:3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, this is going to cause uproars. Right now, you got an election. This is an election year. Uproars of the people in the world right now. People are pissed. Okay. Verse 4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See, the Lord already had these things happen. People who are not in the spirit, who don't understand what's truly going on, who want the answers, right? But don't know how to go about asking for those answers. They just assume things. Never assume anything, right? The answer is right there, usually in big, bold letters. But the thing is, the Lord has to give you the spirit to be able to decipher it. Even if it's as close to, even if it's as close to your face as it is, right? Now, the military conscriptions go into the prophecy of the fact that the Lord is going to put a spirit on Babylonian men where they're not going to want to fight, right? They're going to be more of a very feminine spirit, and it's borne out in the fact that look at the recruitment drives. The recruitment drives are in a toilet right now in America, because everybody understands fighting for the imperial government is not a good look. Okay, and it's going to carry some type of stain at some point. Everybody gets theirs at some point, right? Every major issue, every major empire gets their issue at some point, right? That's just how it goes. This is no different. 2 Ezra 9:4 says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things that were before it's like things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So everything that you're seeing right now take place it happened before in the spirit, and now it's manifesting on earth. Right? Everything that's happening right now, everything you think that happened the first time in your life, no, it happened in the spirit, in the heavens before it happened here. Right? The Lord already prepared your response. He already prepared how you were going to feel about it. These are things that are happening right now. People don't have answers for, but the men of the Lord do have these answers. But the funny thing about it is the men of the Lord are going to be attacked for it as well. They're going to be attacked for having those answers. Right? The people are going to be looking for answers, but also going to attack those who are going to have the answers. It's a funny thing. That's where we are right now, though, right? And meanwhile, while the men of the Lord are being attacked, prophecy is still happening. And guess what? What's that scripture? Yep, Jeremiah. Like, what exactly the men of what exactly the men of Babylon are going to be? What spirit are they going to be in? They're going to be in the spirit of very feminine energy, right? towards as these times are coming down, right? This is Jeremiah 30:5. It says, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace, right? Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness, because we're coming to a time known as Jacob's trouble, where the men are going to be more feminized than the women are. The women are going to be more bold, okay, more masculine, right? This is a part of the curses. This is a curse on the earth. The fact that your men are walking around in high heels and talking about women's rights and fighting for A to the B to the O to the R to the T to the I to the O to the N to the S, okay? Fighting for those type of things, right? Is insane. But it's a curse. It's a curse from the Heavenly Father. And now everybody's being forced to have to fight, right? Everybody's going to have to fight. The Lord is a man of war, right? Jeremiah 30:5, 30:6, it says, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail. That's right. A woman in travail is a woman screaming and hollering and carrying around and, just losing her fucking mind, man. Right? Nervous system just shutting down. She's all over the fucking place, man. She don't know what to do. That's what it's going to be for men in these times as things get worse. But as this is happening, guess what? The men of the Lord are not in that spirit, right? They're not in that spirit. You know why? Because when the times were easier, they were so-called easier. They were steadfast in the word. They were getting themselves prepared for the battle to come. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right. These is going to be some scary times. We're not going to sit here and fucking flex and play around with you. We're not going to play around with you and lie to you. This is the truth. You're coming into some scary times, even for us. But the Lord gave a spirit unto those men, women, and children that they're going to overcome this, right? Through the blood of Yahushua. Isaiah 33:6 says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and wisdom of salvation. It's like and stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. That's right. So his treasure is unto the elect. The elect has his treasure. They understand the mission. They understand what they have to do, and they're going to execute it because the spirit written within them is going to execute it. And no, it does not matter because, look, I understand there's a lot of Israelites out there that are thinking that if they're not black, Latino, or Native American, then they're not, they're not an Israelite. That's not true. You're an Israelite. If you believe on this message and your spirit resonates with this message, more than likely you're an Israelite. More than likely. Okay? Just wanted to put that out there for the Israelite foreigners, man. Right? Because, we're getting ready to come into this time, and as things separate, and there will be division. There is division in the earth, and the Lord is with the division. Right? There's going to be a misunderstanding, or many misunderstandings, and the Israelites have to understand that it's not about skin color, it's not about skin complexion. Okay, we just use those traits because we're in a wicked ass system that uses that as the number one identifier. We use that as a way to reach out to our people, but ultimately we're talking to all Israelites, no matter what you look like, right? Anyway, back to the military conscription. This is a thing that's going to happen in the rest of the world. We understand these things that happen in the world. They are set for destruction to come. The military conscription that's getting ready to come in Europe is going to happen here in America. Okay. Back in the article, it says, after a meeting on Friday, the government formed a working group tasked with reviewing activities and measures, aimed at bringing back 75-day compulsory military service for men. Women will continue to be allowed to serve on a voluntary basis, and that's just for now, y'all. That's just for now. They threw that last part in there so you ladies understand that you're next, okay? Now, remember, just because this is happening in Serbia, understand this is a test run. Not even a test run. This is what the elite, or sometimes the elite, how they communicate with themselves, right? And they use little things like this or whatever, right? But you bet your ass they're watching. It says the reform will help modernize the Balkan countries' armed forces and strengthen its defenses against potential aggression. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić said at a military ceremony. The decision to reinstate conscription comes amid increasing tensions between the Belgrade and its breakaway region of Kosovo, where local Serbs have been protesting against the Albanian-led government. Last week, Serbian Deputy Prime Minister Vulin warned against a potential escalation and said Belgrade would not stand by when violence is used against Serbs. So, as you can see, there's even division within these countries, and they're coming with military conscription. So, what does a civil war bring? It brings military conscription, meaning even the pretty ladies out there with the nice long nails, and all you ladies that love America, you're gonna have to fight on behalf of it. You're gonna have to get out there and you're gonna have to get that bayonet. Okay, you're gonna have to, get your bear crawl on. Okay, and you're gonna have to post up, and you're gonna have to, make sure you breathe in, right? Make sure you take that shot, you make sure you release, okay? You breathe out, okay? Deep breaths, boom, okay? Because that's what's going to happen, y'all. That's what's going to happen. And because of this, you know that those in the Edomite communities are not going to be too happy. Hell, J communities, nobody. All Americans who love America are not going to be too happy with this news, right? Because, listen, the military conscription means that there's going to be a war. And if there's going to be a war, what's the end? Well, the end is going to be intercontinental ballistic missiles flying all over the planet. Now, mainly, there's going to be a concentration. All of the concentration mainly will be right here in Babylon, the great America. All right? All of the allies are going to turn against America. They're doing it right now. Okay? And America is the one that's going to be holding the suitcase. Empty suitcase, might I add. This is Jeremiah 51:30. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have born to fight. They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. That's right. So they ain't looking to fight for nobody. Least of all, America. They're looking at this place and thinking there's no way, with all of the atrocities that America's going out and committing on a daily basis, okay? Coups over here, coups over there, okay? Setting up dummy failed systems, right? hitting everybody with sanctions. What do you think? How in the hell do you think this is going to end? Logically speaking, for those of you listening who want logic, how do you think it's going to end? If the Bible can't spell it out for you, let's speak logically then. If you continue to go around creating coups and setting up puppet governments all over the place and disrespecting people's religion, okay, and their way of being, right? What do you think is going to happen? You think they're just going to sit back and allow that to continue to happen? No. There's going to be a fight back. It always has and it always will. Except for when we get in power, though, of course. But to that point, Babylon is done. And Babylon, you're going to have to get ready to fight. Jeremiah 51:30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. Right, they don't want to fight no more. They're good. They're good. But the Lord's going to make you fight, though. Okay? It says they have remained in their holds. It says their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. That's right. So now, because the men are all sissified, okay, now America is wide open for the taking. Wide open. And the enemies of America knows this. That's why they're enjoying this. They're enjoying exploiting America for what they're doing right now. Okay? Yep. This is Ezekiel 38:9. It just letting you know that the mindset of Babylon the Great is not where you would be as a major empire on the earth, especially in the times like this, with as many dangerous weapons that are floating around in the earth. You would think that an empire like Babylon would be on tip-top shape, but they're not. Right? This is Ezekiel 38:9. It says, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm." Talking about the Russians. "Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land." Woo! Thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. That's right. So y'all coming, them Babylonians is gonna be surrounded. Okay, this migrant crisis, guys, this migrant crisis, who's to say this wasn't organized and orchestrated with all these different countries? Babylon's being overran, according to prophecy. Ezekiel 38:9, it says, "Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm." Woo! "Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee." That's right. So I don't know if this migrant crisis may play a part into that, but I would not be surprised if it did. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how the Lord got the military men, aged men in here, right? Verse 10, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashemah shall thy power. It shall also come to pass that at that same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought." That evil thought is talking about how they're going to overrun this place, okay? They're going to overtake it, right? And they're going to put an end to Babylon the Great for good, led by Russia. Okay, Gog and Magog. Verse 11, it says, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. Right. No protection, because the men are forbearing to fight. They don't want to fight. It ain't about fighting no more. The men are turning into women. They're getting surgeries to turn into women now. And the enemies see this, right? Verse 12, it says to take a spoil and to take a prey. It says to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. Woo! And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. That's right. So now everybody got to fight. All you first and second generation Americans, right? Your mothers came over, dropped you off as an anchor baby. You proclaiming your love for America. Well, you guess what? You're gonna get a chance to show that love very soon, and it's not gonna it's not gonna matter that you're a woman either. Okay. Esau know y'all heifers gonna be going out there trying to get pregnant. Esau knows. He prepared for that. That's why he gonna hit y'all with that surprise. Y'all ass ain't gonna be able to. You ain't gonna be able to get. You know what I'm saying? All them dudes you've been curbing all them years. Woo-hoo. Well, listen. When this military conscription goes through, right? This is gonna be worldwide. That's why this is coming out. It's gonna be worldwide, y'all. This is not gonna be just in Serbia. It's gonna be worldwide. This is not fear-mongering, guys. This is reality-based. If you can't handle the reality, if you can't handle the truth, this ain't the channel for you. Right? Reality-based politics over here, right? We dealing with reality. The reality is that Yahushua is on his way back. Who's being sent back by his father Yahweh. Isaiah 31, Salakia. Isaiah 31:1, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and to stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. That's right. So you depending on Babylon. Babylon is getting ready to be overran. Babylon can protect themselves. Babylon understands that their time is almost up, man. Verse 2, it says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and it's like it will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. That's right. So the Lord is getting ready to show you that Babylon is not the destination you should choose. It was never the destination, but Jake, in all his wiseness, is looking to try to tether himself onto a situation of a burning house. Isaiah 33:1, it says, woe to thee that spoilest, right? And thou was not spoilest. It's like you. Woe to thee that spoilest and that was not spoiled. It says, and dealest treacherously, and they dwelt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an spoil, it's like, and thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. That's the curse. So when those evil thoughts started to come in Ezekiel 38, that was through the Spirit. That was the Spirit moving off of the Americans on that hard-boiled trying to protect all about America type nationality type of spirit to now they want to become globalist. But the rest of the world now sees this as weakness. Man, this is a domino effect, y'all. It was never ever set up. If you believe that this world can come together and live under one ideology, okay, outside of Yahweh Shemal Shai, by the way, y'all, that's the only way that's going to work. By the way, that's the only way this is going to work. Yahweh Shemal Shai in rulership and you shutting the fuck up forever. That's the only way it's going to work. Right? So, with that being said, the Lord has this play out the way it's playing out, with military conscriptions coming up and popping up all over the world, and now everybody is forced to have to fight. And because of the treacherous behavior that America really Esau, because this goes back to the garden. Everything that you've done to this point, Esau, you're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for it. And the mere fact that the military conscriptions are one tool that the Lord is going to use that's just one tool that the Lord is going to use. He's going to use many tools. But I love going into the military conscription because it hits home for a lot of you that don't believe that World War III is here. It's here, y'all. And a lot of y'all going to be fighting in it too. Those of you that are scoffing against his word. Revelation 18:6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Babylon's done, y'all. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, Ba'Shem Harakakadash. Shalom to the elect.